Hello, how are you?
Hi, how are you?
Good.
Doing.
How old are you?
So the question that you
How
asked,
old are you?
I'm 27. I'll be
Okay,
20.
go ahead.
So the question you're asking about the Black woman's image, I think you are right there. Stereotypes can only work if there is some truth to it. So I agree with you there. I think Black women, we do get that, plus size angle.
In episode 1 of RKS Global Media, we open with a sister speaking with Kevin about the image of Black women and asking how that image can be improved. It's an important question, and it's one that deserves an honest, thoughtful conversation. Make sure you stay till the end to hear my full perspective on today's topic.
Angle, and that sometimes that can get embedded in Black people to where that's a problem.
I don't understand the question. You're asking about racism?
To where like the young lady was saying prior, the one who was saying that she wasn't like the other lady, obviously similarities. So to kind of think what she was saying, do you feel like, because I feel like, let me just say what I whether it's logical.
You gotta make it simple. You're making it too complicated.
Okay, so say for instance, you said about when the back in the Martin Luther King era, where they were church people marching, they had their suits on, dressed a certain way. Okay, so do you think in white people seeing that on TV and it kind of helped rally the cry for the white movement, right? So do you think that the powers that be, white people, caught on to that and say, hey, now change the image and make them out to be what we want them to be so that we can criminalize and demonize
Wait a
them?
minute. Okay, so basically what you're asking is, do white people understand the power of image and that they use image against us?
Basically, yeah.
White people have always understood the power of image. What do you think D.W. Griffith's Birth of a Nation was? 1915, the first assault against a Black man. The problem is, if Black people don't act that way in the world, it makes it hard to. Back in D.W. Griffith's The Birth of a Nation, that was shown on motion pictures. There were segregation. Black and white people did not live together, so a lot of white people only saw Black people on the media.
Right.
But today, we live in an integrated society where white people see Black people in their day-to-day lives and they see them online. The problem is we don't control our image.
Right.
They could not decide to use our image against us if we didn't walk around playing these characters in the daily. So right. If they try to say, well, if they got some sympathy because they were dressed in their Sunday best on Sunday, and white or rural America who never runs into a Black person saw somebody dressed holding a Bible looking like what they look like in Iowa and saw an American, let's use that against them. Well, if they tried to make it some caricature, if we still cared about how we carried ourselves, they would say, what you have on the TV or the media does not look like the woman I work across or live across the hall from. But the problem is the woman that they in the office, the woman at the Starbucks, the woman at the bank, everywhere else look the same. They look like Baps. See, Baps was supposed to be funny. Remember that movie Baps? Yeah, but now Baps looks real. RuPaul was you better at work. That was supposed to be funny. Ha ha. Now a lot of Black women look like RuPaul. Do you realize Black men are having a problem recognizing a natural born woman from a real woman today?
Right.
Do you understand that? Do y'all understand this? Because here in Atlanta, with the crazy hair, that could be a lace front on a man or a woman.
Right.
If you've seen the tricks that can be pulled with makeup and facial sculpting, man or woman, y'all are big as hell now. So it ain't like you gotta be petite anymore, a man or a woman. Long ass fingernails. And then what comes out of your mouth, you are literally having to ask, excuse me, are you a natural born female? Before you talk to her. That's a goddamn shame.
You're right. So when
but hold on, before we move, but where are white people in that?
nowhere. No. Right. So when you say this, right? Okay. Now that you said that, you know, this is the image that we, right, and this is the image that we are also as Black perpetuating. So if that's the case, you know, and we are trying to recreate ourselves and ourselves to model what is more about feminine, because I feel like that's what we need to get back to. I started a self journey.
Well, you're kind of breaking up. You're kind of breaking up. So I don't know if you're on Bluetooth, but I'm not a Muslim. I'm not a member of the Nation of Islam. But the Nation of Islam has taken some of the worst of us and put together a pretty damn good image. Look at what the women of the Nation of Islam, you don't associate them with thoughts, do you?
No.
So we have models. When you look at a man who went to jail and was the worst part of the worst, but when he went through to Islam, you don't associate him with the street anymore, do you?
No. Right. So I get what you're saying about the image. I'm more so maybe looking forward towards like recondition Black women to understand this, because it's more of that of women.
Well, first you got to recondition what you see every day. Look, your image is not what you tell the world you think they deserve. See, as an image professional, I understand the power of image. What we see every day in the mirror, we reflect. So if you don't like what it is you see, or if you change how you feel about what it is you see, you're more likely to take care of it.
Right.
I mean, how old are you again? What?
I'm 27.
27. There used to be a time where people would not go out of their house in pajamas or rollers or bonnets in their head. They come online like that. What does that say about somebody's self-esteem level? And they feel like they look good.
Yeah, I feel like gotten into this. We feel like whatever I am, as I am, and instead of us trying to be better, or just
you're breaking up. You feel like whatever you are is what? See,
sorry,
we have to own our image, people. And the ladies, go ahead. What were you saying?
I'm saying I feel like we have to. I think what we mostly is what we want to imitate, because it's mostly what's popular, if you will. So, like you just said, it's what we consume, and that's a little
popular with whom?
I'm sorry, repeat that.
Popular with whom?
Popular, like culturally wise, like the Cardi.
No. You women don't dress for the men. You don't dress for what we want. You dress for what each other
that's
like.
why I said Cardi B's and the Meg Thee Stallions. I'm talking about what.
Yeah, but we don't want that.
Right, and we start to see that, and like I said, it's hard to fight a culture that's just set in this way.
Well,
like,
yeah, but you do it one person at a time. So one thing I would say you do, hold up your hands.
Oh, my fingernails is long. I'm not even gonna.
See, those got to go.
Right, I understand that, and it's
your hair.
Between
the natural you is what men want.
Right.
When you came on, I guarantee you, before you opened your mouth, men already start making up their mind as soon as they saw your fingernails. Because what do we associate that with? What do we associate it? What do you think men associate it with?
Ghetto. I know what they think because I hear.
Ghetto or strippers?
Yeah, and I'm neither actually. So I understand that I know that.
But if you're neither, why would you want to be associated?
Right. So it's like, well, I'm a data. I'm a data.
Huh?
I'm a data analyst. I literally quit my job like a few months ago.
Okay, so my question is, you're a data analyst.
See, but I can't.
But why? But it doesn't matter if you can.
But what I'm saying.
Listen.
Oh, go ahead.
It doesn't matter if you can. Should you?
So that's what I'm about to answer. So I quit my job. So when I quit my job, I wanted to express myself how I wanted to express myself. So I wanted to do
like a stripper or a ghetto.
And you know, if that's what it associates, if that's what it's associated.
Ma'am, listen. See, this is where y'all go awry. This independent I.
So that's what I was going to get to. I wanted to know the difference between what's expressing myself and then what's conditioning towards like what you just
express yourself in a way that does not look like a stripper or a ghetto. There has to be something in between. There has to be something in between being a ghetto or a stripper and expressing yourself.
Right. And that's
Claire Huxtable, go back. We have black women used to be the standard of beauty. But now you're the standard of what? Ratchet? That is because even the college-educated employed of you look like you going to the strip club.
Right. But like I said,
there's another race of women that do that. You don't see college-educated women looking like trailer park trash. Mm-hmm. They don't say, I want a Kush light, their last name, Tammy Faye, or so-and-so. They don't have that damn tramp stamp on the back. They ain't wearing Daisy Dukes. They're not smoking, chewing gum. They know how to put the fucking General Lee and the Dukes of Hazzard stuff up. Everybody else knows how to do it. But see, let's be real. Black women want nobody to judge you. It's like, I'm going to do what I want to do, and you can't tell me nothing. And that's fine. That's too damn independent, too one-minded.
And I'm listening to you because I'm changing.
Because black men don't want this. Black men, when black men see those, they look, you know what they actually think? They're like, here goes another sister with these raptor claws and this stuff on her head.
You're right.
That's what they see. And the first thing they say is, how tall are you?
I'm 5'3". I'm short.
Dress size?
Oh, I'm plus size. I'm plus.
What is the dress size?
My dress size, I'm a size 17. Like, I'm literally right there. 16 to...
16? How much did you weigh the last time you weighed yourself?
I'm 200 pounds. Yeah.
All right. So this is a problem. You're an educated black woman who's a data analyst. You're supposed to be a logical person.
I am logical. And that's...
Right. And there's no... But that... do you have any children?
I don't have any children, no.
And you're 27. There is no reason a 5'5" woman should be weighing 200 pounds. And here's what men think. You care more about what's on your head and your hands than in your arteries.
Right, and you're correct. I've lost pounds. So
how much you lost? How many?
70 pounds. Yeah.
So you almost 300 pounds?
Yeah, I've lost a lot of weight. I'm doing a lot of work to try to get myself there. Like I said, if I wasn't allowed to finish, but the reason why I did this to my nails was because I was data analyst. So I'm so used to being a certain type of way or having to look a certain way. So I just wanted to try.
Then you could have did a French manicure.
I don't like French manicures, but
see, that's the thing. See, the thing is, it's about what y'all like. I got a question for you and all other black women. When you gonna start doing something for us, not you? For your people. That's why. No. Listen to the question. When are y'all gonna start putting your people first? No, you can't answer because I'm not finished. Okay. When are you gonna start saying, I am going to carry myself a certain way to increase the ethnic image of my sisters and my brothers and so my mother and father and my community can be proud of producing women like me. And then I will put myself second or third, because the problem is too many black women today put themselves first. That's why you can't never be with nobody long term, because you're always number one. It's what you want. You, me, I. Right. How many relationships have you had that you have not left?
That I've not left one.
How many relationships have you had?
I've had serious relationships. 3 serious relationships.
How many?
3 serious.
And of those 3, you left 1?
No, out of the 3, I left 2. 1, he left me.
All right. How old were you when that one happened, when you left? When he left you?
Oh, that was fairly recent. Like, it wasn't even 2 months. I don't even know if I can call it a relationship.
It's not a relationship, no.
Okay.
So my point is, my grandmother and her generation, they carried themselves in a way to where the name meant something. You're a Samuels. You carry yourself a certain way. I would go around Oklahoma and people I'd be a kid and they would know who I belonged to. You act like one of them Samuels. You carry yourself like that. Today, women are y'all's own God. It's amazing that the most Christian group of women on the planet are their own gods. You want to see some of the most comically dressed black women? Go to church. In the Bible, it says about all the self-adornment. But then up there, and it will say we do it because men are attracted. They like Cardi B and this and that. We don't want that. What fit, feminine, cooperative, your own hair, no kids.
Right.
And at 27, 80 years ago, you'd have been somebody's wife and mama. But right now, you are an individual. Right. You can pay for yourself, and the only rule is what I want.
Yeah.
And this is why it is unfortunate when I say so many of our sisters will be alone, because one of the things men look for is a woman who's under any kind of discipline. That's why fitness matters so much, because it shows a woman that's under some sort of discipline. And far too many modern women are undisciplined. You may earn money. You may be scholastically, academically, even professionally doing well. But relationally?
Yeah, no. And I agree with you there. I do. And that's why I'm here. I want to learn, because the things you're saying, men have not been this open in the past, so we didn't know.
They can't, because as soon as you do, you're gay, you hate black women, you got to be canceled, we need to kill you.
Yeah. And that's what I'm saying. I agree with you there, but these things I never heard. So when I am hearing it, I am making judgments, and I am
there's money in keeping y'all believing that the problem is men. There's books to be sold, movies to be sold. I mean, there's profit to be made off keeping black men and black women separate. You should be married to a black man and living in a house, owning property, and storing and saving for the future and your children. Not paying rent here, he's paying rent there, and keeping us consuming. Our dollar circulates 6 hours in our community. We paid at 5 o'clock, we broke by midnight.
Here's my take. The real way to improve the modern woman's image is not by obsessing over image at all, but by focusing on action. Image is just the shadow. Action is the substance. When your behavior aligns with discipline, self-respect, accountability, growth, and purpose, the image takes care of itself automatically. Too many people get caught up trying to look a certain way online on social media or in public perception. But reputation is built by patterns, not performances. How you move when nobody is watching, how you treat people when you don't benefit, how you show up in your family, your career, your friendships, and your community. That's where transformation actually happens, when actions change for the better, when standards rise, when consistency shows up, when mindset matures, perception shifts naturally. Respect follows behavior, attraction follows discipline, trust follows integrity. You don't need to campaign for a better image when you're living a better reality. That's the conversation we need to have more often, not how to rebrand the image, but how to rebuild the foundation. And as always, I appreciate you, and I'll see you on the next one.